Okay, so I keep promising everybody that I'm going to do a little tutorial on how to make the GoPro preview system with the app continue to work underwater. So if you're filming fish or anything on underwater, it's obviously really helpful to be able to see what you're recording before you press record. But if you're using the GoPro app, obviously what happens is as soon as you put the GoPro underwater, the Wi-Fi signal is lost, so is Bluetooth. No way to really make Wi-Fi transmit through the water, and so you have to come up with some kind of a hack. And I learned this from another YouTube video back when I was using a GoPro 4. This is a GoPro 7, a GoPro Hero 7 Black, but it will work for really any of them. They all have they transmit a Wi-Fi signal, and the key is really just to use an antenna cable of some sort in order to get that to transmit through the water to your phone. So the trick is finding the place on the GoPro where the signal is being transmitted from. What I've found is that it's a little different for each GoPro and for each phone, but basically it's along the top or the side here of the GoPro. And so what works well for me with this one is if I tape it basically right to the top of this case that it comes in, that it comes with. And so I just put it underneath here, I tape it here all across, and then clamp it down. And the key to making this work is you do have to do a little bit of work ahead of time in stripping off the end of the antenna cable. And there's not a perfect system. There are a few different things that will work, but like 3 inches at the end, just strip off this outer, the black part, and then there's like usually a little bit of copper. And then this time around I left some of the copper, the inner copper, exposed. It is highly susceptible to corrosion, and I've gone through a few of these, but they're not very expensive, and so when they stop working, it's pretty easy just to make another one. But you can leave a little bit of this plastic here too, and basically I just slip it through the side of my phone case and then up into the top here, and basically that makes it so this will stay mounted on the top of the phone, which for the iPhone 11 found that's where the Wi-Fi signal is strongest. A few different things that'll work. I basically just experimented in the kitchen sink a bunch, having one side on the spot on the phone and the other end of it on the GoPro, and just move things around a bunch underwater until I found kind of that perfect spot where the Wi-Fi signal stayed the strongest. And it's worked really well. Then I have one of these Septig, I think that's the brand of the clamp, something like that, a clamp that then clamps onto a long retractable pole, but really anything will work. Sometimes I use a paddle or a net. I also have this underwater Septig light, which has been subject to a lot of abuse. That's rechargeable, and it's really held up remarkably well. I have another light too, a more expensive one that's actually pretty amazing, a Litra light, but didn't get that until later. Anyway, that is the basic gist. I just used the GoPro with this cable that is pretty much, you know, if you just search for antenna cable it's any number of them will work, and then the GoPro app. So that is how I do it. Hope it's helpful.